Hello viewers, this is Josephine. You're welcome to the channel. Today we are going to look at motion under gravity. Once you hear the word gravity, what is it telling you? It's telling you that something is going up. It is a common experience that when an object is thrown vertically upwards, for example a stone, it rises to a particular height and then returns back to the ground. When an object is thrown up, it experiences a retardation due to the gravitational attraction that tends to pull the object back to the ground. Is that okay? As this object falls, its speed gradually increases because of the acceleration due to gravity that acts on it. In other words, we can say that the object is falling freely under the action of gravity. Let's look at this diagram on the board so that we can use it to explain the motion under gravity. Stay tuned. Motion under gravity, that is free fall. If an object is being thrown up, this is the highest point. The object tends to reach this highest point and return to the what? Ground. Okay? Then as the object is going up, this arrow shows that the object is being thrown up. It acts against the force of gravity. Okay, so our acceleration here becomes minus g because it acts against the force of gravity. The direction of the force of gravity is downwards and not upwards. So when an object is thrown up, it is acting against the force of gravity. So our A becomes minus g. Alright? And when the object reaches to the highest point, its final velocity becomes what? 0. Because it will get to a stop at the highest point before returning to the ground. So at that highest point, the final velocity v is equal to what? 0. So that is this part of the diagram. Okay? So but when an object is falling to the ground, for example, a mango fruit, a mango tree is up. Okay? So by the time it falls to the ground, before it fell, it was initially at rest. So our initial velocity of the object is equal to 0, right? Now, as this object is falling down, it is acting towards the force of gravity because the gravitational force acts downwards and it acts on an object that has mass. So it means that our A is equal to plus what? G. So when we are solving problem of motion under gravity, we should make respect of the direction of the object. Is it acting up or is it coming down? If the object is acting up, that means it is going against the force of gravity. Our A will be minus g. But if the object is coming down, it is moving towards the force of gravity. Our A will be equals to what? G. Then the next thing we have to consider under equation of motion under gravity, we are going to change some few things. We are going to replace A with what? G. Because we are no longer dealing with linear motion, we are dealing with what? Motion under gravity, free fall, whether it is going up or coming down. So we have height. Okay? Then the distance is replaced with what? H. We are no longer moving on the horizontal ground. The distance, we are dealing with what? Height. Alright? So let us state the equations of motion under gravity so you can see how we can use it to solve problems. Stay tuned. So let's look at these equations of motion under gravity. And it's given by the first one, V equals U plus minus GT. Okay? V square equals U square plus or minus 2GH. H equals UT plus or minus half GT square. Now, why do we have this negatives and positive sign? This sign is given in case the object is going up. That means it's going against the force of gravity. It will now carry minus g. Okay? But if the object is coming down, it will now bear what? Plus g. So depending on the one you want to use to solve your problem, you also recognize the plus and what? The minus. Then, we should also know that we have replaced our distance with height. Okay? So, what are the initials? Where U equals initial velocity, where V equals final velocity, T is time, H is height, then G is what? gravity, or we can say acceleration due to gravity, okay? And the value is a constant, which is equals to 9.8 meters per second square. All right, let's see how we can use these equations to solve problem. So please, if you are watching this channel for the first time, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel for more educative videos. So we'll be having these classes virtually every day. They are to follow the classes up, then solve the assignment afterwards. The more you solve, the more you learn physics better. So let's solve this example. A ball is released from a height above the ground. That means it is released from a height, so it's coming down. Find its velocity after 5 seconds. Take g as 10 meters per second square. There must one thing you must note. When a body is coming down from a height, it means that its initial velocity u is equals what? 0. Okay? So we are asked to find the velocity, which is v. Alright, then they gave us time to be 5 seconds, and they gave us g to be 10 meters per second square. Alright, the first equation is what we are going to use. This says that v is equals to u plus or minus gt. Now, since the object is falling down, we are going to use what? Plus, because it is moving towards the force or the direction of the force of gravity. So v is equals to, I will say u because my u is 0, plus 10, which is g, times 5, right? So v is equals to 10 times 10 is going to give us 50. So 50 meters per second, right? So the final velocity is 50 meters per second. Stay tuned. Let's see this second example. An orange drops to the ground from the top of a tree 45 meters tall. How long does it take to reach the ground? Okay, we all know that as it drops to the ground, u automatically equals 0. 45 meters tall, that is my height. 45 meters. How long means time. Okay, so we are looking for time. Okay, we also know that our g is constant, 10 meters per second square. So let's see what we are going to use to solve this problem. I will say h is equals to ut plus half gt square, because it is coming down. That is why I have plus here, remember. So what is my height? 45. 45 is equals to my u is 0 times my time is what I'm looking for, plus half times my g is 10 times t squared. Okay, so this is 45. This automatically becomes 0, plus I can divide this to give me what? 5. So this is 5t what? Square. So I'll divide both sides with the coefficient of what? 5. So this is 45 is equals to over 5 is equals to 5t square over 5. This will cancel this, give us t square. 5 into itself 1, 5 into 45 9. So t square is equals to 9. So I will take the root of both sides. Okay, so the root of 9 is going to give me what? 3 seconds. So this is how we can use this equation of motion under gravity to solve problems. And you should be mindful of your signs, and also be mindful if a body is coming from up or what? Down. So you don't interchange it with motion, linear motion. Is that okay? So right, I'm going to put up an assignment and you have to solve it and drop your answer in the comment section. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more educative videos. See you in my next class. Bye.